The Brown family's matriarch, Amy, recently received word that an Alaskan state trooper needs to meet with her immediately.
It's an Alaskan trooper. You've got to go in.
Now, she's headed into the nearby town of Hoonah.
Like, I really want to deal with this.
State troopers want to meet Amy alone, but she insists on bringing the eldest daughter of the wolf pack, Bird, so that she has a witness.
I don't know where my family comes off saying these things about my husband and my children, but they are wrong and they have no right. It is the most asinine and absurd thing that I've ever heard of in my life. The state trooper sitting there telling me that my husband and my children are accused of abusing me. It's unbelievable.
Two of Amy Brown's children gave a disheartening update about the Alaskan Bush People Star's health on Wednesday, February 12th. Bear Brown and Snowbird Brown took to Instagram to reveal that their mother had been rushed to the hospital. She went to the emergency room late last night, and late after that, after they did some tests, they actually heard to the next big hospital, Snowbird shared. She was having some trouble breathing before she went to the emergency room. After doctors did tests and drew blood, they diagnosed Amy with pneumonia. Snowbird made it clear that she wasn't sure of the medical terms for everything going on, but said that Amy was put in anesthesia so her body can rest and just be working as little as possible. They are going to try to keep her in that for 2 days so her body can work as little as possible and her lungs can heal. In a separate update, Bear gave some more context to Amy's current condition. Mom started getting worse, so they put a breathing tube in and had to knock her out to do it, he shared, explaining the use of anesthesia mentioned by Snowbird. Then they flew her to a larger town with a better hospital, and that's where she is now. They are attempting to wake her up, but apparently you don't just wake people up immediately, it has to be done in stages or something. Which is normal. In addition to trouble with breathing, Amy was also experiencing some chest pains and stuff in the rib area, according to Bear, who also said that his mom's oxygen was pretty low when she arrived at the hospital. MI was diagnosed with lung cancer in 2017 and was only given a 3% chance at survival. However, after undergoing chemotherapy and radiation, she was in remission by the beginning of 2018. In March 2024, Amy battled a severe case of pneumonia, during which she was hospitalized while struggling with breathing issues. Behind the updates and Instagram stories lies a deeply emotional reality. The Brown family, known for their frontier resilience, has been tested once again, not by the wilds of Alaska or Washington, but by the uncertainty of a loved one's health. Snowbird's vulnerability. Snowbird Brown was among the first to publicly share her concern. In a heartfelt Instagram story, she revealed that Amy had been struggling to breathe and looked scared, a rare admission from a family that often keeps its emotions close to the vest. "Seeing Mom like that was something I never want to see again," she reportedly said. "It was like watching the strongest woman I know shrink before my eyes." But she never gave up. The raw honesty in Snowbird's post resonated with fans who have followed her own medical struggles, including her 2023 ovarian surgery. Her bond with Amy is particularly strong, having been one of her mother's primary caregivers during Amy's initial cancer battle. Bear Brown's protective instincts. Bear Brown, the often volatile but fiercely loyal son, took on a protective role, updating followers on Amy's progress and insisting on privacy with dignity during her ICU stay. Bear also hinted at outside pressures, likely referring to online speculation or ongoing family tensions, which have included estrangement from brother Noah and alleged conflicts with other siblings. Whereas Noah, notably absent during Amy's latest hospitalization, was her son Noah Brown, who has been estranged from the family for some time. Noah previously made headlines in 2024 for publicly accusing his mother and sister Rain of substance abuse, including methamphetamine use, a claim the rest of the family vehemently denied and labeled as delusional and harmful. Noah's accusations were shocking not only because of their content but because of the timing. Amy had just recovered from pneumonia earlier that year, and Rain was dealing with mental health issues of her own. The allegations triggered a welfare check at Amy's residence, but authorities found no evidence of drug use or neglect. The absence of any statement from Noah following Amy's most recent health scare has only widened the rift. If this doesn't bring a family back together, I don't know what will, one fan commented on Reddit. She's their mother, regardless of their differences. Love, prayer, and concern. The Alaskan Bush People fan community, spread across Instagram, Facebook groups, Reddit forums, and YouTube channels, mobilized in full force upon hearing news of Amy's hospitalization. Fans across the US, Canada, and even parts of Europe left thousands of comments on Bear and Snowbird's posts, many offering prayers, healing wishes, and stories of how Amy inspired them through their own health challenges. Amy's cancer battle helped me find courage during my own diagnosis, one woman wrote. She is a warrior. We're all with her. I lost my mom last year. Seeing Bear and Bird fight for Amy brings tears to my eyes. Hold on tight, another commented. However, not all responses were positive. A small but vocal group of fans have questioned the timing and authenticity of the updates, pointing out the show's declining viewership and questioning whether this event might be used to generate media attention for a possible comeback season. This has sparked heated debate online, between those who believe in the family's integrity and those who accuse them of manufacturing crises. Still, most fans remain loyal, supportive, and grateful for updates, even if they acknowledge the blurred lines between reality TV and real life. A look back Amy's medical journey since 2017. To fully grasp the weight of Amy's current condition, it's important to revisit her original cancer diagnosis in 2017, a moment that changed everything for the Brown family and their Discovery Channel show. Doctors gave her less than a 5% chance of survival. The family left Alaska for California so Amy could receive chemotherapy and radiation at UCLA Medical Center. It was the darkest time of our lives, Billy Brown said during a 2018 episode. We weren't sure if she was going to live to see another sunrise. Miraculously, by the end of 2018, Amy was declared in remission. Since then, she has lived with fragile lungs, occasional infections, and weakened immunity, a common side effect of both cancer and the aggressive treatments used to fight it. Health in the wilderness. The cost of remote living. Amy's recent medical emergency also reignites conversations about the challenges of healthcare in remote environments, a major theme in Alaskan Bush People. The Browns live in rural Washington, far from major medical centers. In situations like Amy's, emergency airlifts become necessary, which are not only expensive but time-sensitive. This episode serves as a reminder of how quickly isolation can become danger. You think you're prepared for anything until someone you love starts gasping for air and the nearest ICU is hours away, Snowbird said. The family's lifestyle, once seen as an adventure, has increasingly required compromises, particularly as aging, illness, and logistics become harder to manage. As of late August 2025, Amy remains at home recovering with family. She is still using supplemental oxygen, and while not fully back to her old self, she is making gradual progress. There's been speculation that the family might return for a limited-run documentary special or final farewell season of Alaskan Bush People, focusing on Amy's journey, Billy's memory, and the evolving family legacy. Discovery has not confirmed any new episodes as of September 2025. However, Bear hinted at something in the works in a now-deleted Instagram story featuring the words "not over yet." Whether this means more filming or simply a social media docuseries remains to be seen. More than a TV star to many fans, Amy Brown is more than just a reality TV personality. She's become a symbol of survival, a quiet spiritual force, and a mother who refused to break even when the world expected her to. The wilderness teaches you that you can't control what happens. You can only control how you respond. I choose love and I choose faith. As she continues her recovery in 2025, it's clear Amy still lives by those words. Amy Brown's hospitalization was more than a medical event. It was a moment of reckoning for the Brown family and their devoted followers. It highlighted the fragility of health, the strength of familial bonds, and the strange duality of living life in both isolation and under the spotlight. Fans will undoubtedly continue to follow her journey, not for drama or spectacle, but because in Amy's story, many see echoes of their own. In a world that often celebrates youth, glamour, and perfection, Amy Brown stands as a reminder that true beauty is found in resilience, grace, and quiet courage.